It's Bob Mitchum back at you. It's Monday, January the 15th, 2016. Give you an overview of this weekend. I had another 3-day weekend this weekend, so I came here to work on the place, get the windows in. I got two out of three of the windows in. It's still early. And I try to be respectful to my neighbors, doing to others as you'd have them doing to you. And I didn't want to fire up the generator real early in the morning, and because of people probably still sleeping. But I'll wait. Later on. I have to head back sometime today. I'd like to leave around noon, between noon, 2 o'clock. Somewhere around there. That puts me home at a decent hour. I might leave a little earlier, it all depends. I still got to clean up, pick up and stuff, and try to contact this lady about this dumpster. The dumpster wasn't dumped. I contacted them last week, and they said it would be done last Wednesday. Well, I got here Friday night, about 11:30 Friday night. I left after work, drove all night, got here, and the dumpster wasn't dumped. So I'm going to have to try to... I already called and left a message, but this is the second time these people done jacked my weekend up. I'm over a dumpster. How hard is it? How hard is it to bring a dumpster? How hard is it to come dump it? But, that's the society and the people that we get to deal with nowadays. Alright, Friday, it took me just about all day Friday just to put one window in. Yesterday, I put the other one in. And it snowed yesterday. There's a little bit of snow on the ground. It's not a whole lot, but we did get a little snow. And I was out there in the snow putting in the window. I'll walk you through. I'm going to hook up these spotlights. These shop spotlights. Light the house up so you can get a really good look at it. But I'm going to have to wait till later on, a little bit later, before I fire up the generator. I ended up getting a wood stove that I found on Craigslist, and I was originally going to wait on that, like later on down the road, but I couldn't pass it up because it's a Squire. A Squire stove's extremely hard to find a Squire stove, and I had one on Craigslist, and I got it. I'll show you that later. I had to go to Walmart yesterday to get some supplies. I was running. I was about out of the little propane cylinders for the lanterns, so I went and got some of those. And I don't know what they're called. The little wicks that go inside of them. The thing there that's glowing. Well, the little cloth things that like burned up. So I had to go get some more of those. And I got some water coolers, two new water coolers. A couple more lanterns. I brought the little wood table down here this weekend. That was in the garage, and I got my little 3-burner propane stove sitting on top of it. Makes it a lot easier instead of it sitting on the floor, trying to cook and stuff on the floor. I got 2 cases of water at Walmart yesterday, 6 gallons each, for drinking water. When I got here Saturday morning, I went out to the well with the bucket and was drawing out water. I noticed like all the settlements, it had leaves in it, had twigs. It was, surface water. It had a lot of sediments in it. So I'm like, I can't be doing this. That's fine if you can pump it out, if it's down real deep. But the surface part, it kept clogging up the spouts on the water coolers. But I ended up having to get some kerosene yesterday and some some gasoline for the generator and I ran out. And I had to go get some, which is not a big deal, it's just right down the road. But yeah, it's me again. It's been cold, it has been miserable here. Do what you gotta do. When they asked me at work, because they put up for a winter storm in Virginia and here. You know, I told them, I said, yeah, I'm going. Yeah, I gotta deliver this wood stove. And I gotta try to get some stuff down there. You gotta take advantage over these 3-day weekends when you can. You know, they asked me if I was crazy. What, are you crazy? You know, we got a winter storm alert and all this. Well, you know, when I left, you know, it was snowing in Virginia Friday. It snowed a little bit, you know, then it kind of died off. Well, I left, drove down here, and they called for the same thing here. You know, it's supposed to be a big winter storm and all this. You know, we got some flurries. It snowed a little bit, you know, and then it quit. But, you know, it's still cold though. It is still cold. But putting in those windows, oh my Lord. I mean, you would think, you know, it wouldn't be that hard and difficult. I mean, that's why it took me just about all day, just putting one of them in. I didn't know this house had asbestos siding on it. Somebody covered the asbestos siding with vinyl siding. And I'm sitting there drilling, because I'd opened the wall up, I cut it out and made the windows a lot bigger than the original ones. And I go to put my Sawzall in there, brand new blades. And it kept burning up the blades. I'm like, Lord have mercy. I mean, how do you sit there and burn up a brand new blade this quick? When lo and behold, it's asbestos shingles. You know, first when I messed it up, you know, I got it in there. The second one I do it a little bit better. I'm starting to get down to the technique on it. Because I'm going to re-side this house anyway. You know, I just want to get the windows in. I mean, that way you'll be able to see. Get some light in here. I mean, you know, the house is going to be re-sided. It's going to be re-roofed. And put a metal roof on it, the panels. Probably either a red or a brown. Kept running into moisture damage. Sitting there trying to cut through the wall. And the boards just keep shaking back and forth. Oh, that was something else. But I got them, man. I'm going to have to go through and try to tape around it before I leave. You know, try to keep the moisture out and the rain from coming in. I mean, you can't really do a whole lot in 1 or 2 days. I mean, you just can't do it. Maybe some things you can, but when you go through and try to do a remodel job, especially in a house that's in really bad condition, oh man, I mean, it's a job, especially by yourself, because them windows are not light. They're not light. When I'm sitting there already having my coffee, I done had one already. I'm working on my second one. But yeah, sitting here in the kerosene heater, trying to keep warm. You know, let me go ahead and walk you through a little. Get this right over here. Show you this wood stove. Isn't that something? That's one of them little LED flashlights, little mag light. See, this is it. See, I got it on the dolly. I bought that little dolly to put it on. I got it strapped down, you know, just roll it off the back of the truck. Because I backed the truck up to the deck. And I just rolled it off onto the deck and then rolled it into the house, because this thing is big. It is heavy, real heavy. I'll show you again when I put the spotlights, when I get the work lights in here. Now that white stuff, that's residue, because I had sprayed it down with OSPO. You know, it's a chemical you get at Sherwin-Williams. You know, it takes away rust. But that's a Squire. That's a Squire stove. And they're very hard to find. And that's heavy duty. It has a blower that goes on the bottom of it. The blower works as I hot wired it. It works, you know, something with the switch. It's either the switch or the thermostat or something. Alright, now that stack. When I bought the stove, it was originally a fireplace insert, which these are universal. I mean, you can convert it to a freestanding stove or a fireplace insert. I got lucky and found that stack, transition stack. I bought it online, ordered it, special ordered it, and it cost $172, and I got it cheap. Normally they go for over $200. And I found a welder, a certified welder, somebody that knows what they're doing, and he welded it on for me. It had little holes, little screw holes, because they had metal trim on it that they had screwed on the side of it for the fireplace insert, and I had him tack that and patch the little holes. But that's it. Let me open it up. Got the double glass doors. Yeah, that's heavy duty. Like I said, on my knees, extremely hard to find a Squire stove. But I got lucky. Alright, this is the chimney. It runs through the house. My intention is to use this chimney and tap into it. But I'm not going to put the stove on this side of the house. I'm putting it on the kitchen side. And these here is my dried goods and stuff I got in there. Got canned goods in there. These are really nice. You see, I'm trying to do